Macy Vessell. Macy V-TV is a brand to give people a platform to share their truth and showcase talents. And today with me I have Dion Sideboard. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So who are you? Like, what makes Dion Sideboard?
What makes Dion Sideboard is his personality. For one, I'm crazy as hell. Like, I'm very outgoing. All of my friends will tell you, whenever they meet somebody, I'm their friend to call in this situation. We can go blow up a car or we can go to church. It's either one.
It's the balance.
Yeah, it's a good balance. We can either go blow somebody up or we can go to church. I do either one. We can pray or punch. Either one. I also do a lot of acting too, so I'm an actor, you know, not professionally, but I do community theater. I also do TV and film. So I just filmed a show called Grits over the summer with Gregory Williams Jr.
I think I seen your post.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I got to play this guy named Quest. And basically Grits was just shying away from like the California gays, like with the, oh, it's just like about fashion and oh, it's just about being cute. And no, it's about like most people get bleach thrown on their clothes by their parents. Most people get brought to church like unwillingly, like most people get like beat the fuck up, like, you know, like it's just so much more that happens to being gay besides like
the clothes.
Oh, it's just fashion and going to the gay clubs and like, oh, and drag queens and like, oh, it's just being fun and I'm gonna get a boyfriend, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, so Greg decided he wanted to bring awareness to all of that and just take that in so people can see it.
So what age did you start acting?
I started acting around like 7 years old when my mom forced me to be Jesus in the Christmas play. And I was just like, okay, this is cool. Let me see if I can like take it further. So I started taking drama classes in middle school. Shout out to Westdale, you know. And then I got into talented theater in high school and I was like, okay, I've been doing this for a while. I need to take it a step further than just school. So the step further from school was community theater. And so I found New Venture Theater, and my first show I did with them was Black Nativity? Or no, it was it was so wild. It was so long ago. Like, okay, it was something. It was either Black Nativity or The Wiz Jr. And then from there, I was just like, oh, I gotta stay in this. Like, it's just something to keep me busy. And from that, I took that and then I was like, okay, cool. TV and film. Let's see what I can do now. Like, let's see how I can act behind a camera, like a real camera instead of like a stage with a live audience. Because if I mess up, they're not gonna know. But like,
right.
A camera is like 10 times harder because the camera right here, you have 4 lights on you. Like, you have like the pressure of people standing around you, watching you. And like, it's just, you know, kind of nervous, kind of nerve-wracking. So, I took my talents further to that, and then from there, that's when, okay, I was like, all right.
I need something else.
What am I gonna do? I was like, what can I do to where I can just feel just
wanted
like,
and
yes, like needed, yeah, like very comfortable. And then I went to a drag show for the first time. This was my freshman year at Southern. I went to a drag show and I saw my friend. My friend was like, oh, come see me, I'm doing drag, blase, blase, blase. And I was like, okay, cool, girl, I'm gonna come see you. And I went out there and I was like, I turned to my best friend, me and Macy, and I was like, I feel like I could look better than that. And she was like, you think so? And I was like,
not you shade girl, when she invited you to the show.
I turned to my best friend and was like, girl, I feel like I could look better than that. And I did a show literally the next week. And did I look better than
quick.
Yeah, did I look better than that? Hell no, I didn't.
Oh, you thought it was easy?
Girl, I looked horrible. If you can't insert a picture, I'm gonna send it to you. It was horrible.
We're gonna put the picture right here.
Yes, it was horrible, girl. It was terrible. I had really broad shoulders and didn't know how to cover them up at the time. Like, I didn't know how to make, like...
So you didn't want to be so manly?
No, because, child, I'm already like a broad boy. So I had to learn how to feminize my face and, like, break down my jawbone. And
make like, your movements move womanly.
Just flowy and just real.
So throughout all this, did you know your sexuality when you were acting as a young child?
No, I didn't really start liking boys until I was like 16. So I had girlfriends up until the time I was 16. And then
Were they cover-ups?
mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
No.
Thought you was liking.
Yeah. So like 2016, I had this girl I was talking to and she was kind of weird. And I ended up like cheating on her with a boy. But that was like a whole different like situation and like, so we don't have to talk about that.
We don't have to.
So that's kind of how like I got into that. But I mean, I don't know. I literally don't know what just was. I was just like one morning, hey, you kind of cute. You a boy, you fine, I'm fine. What's up?
Not a mix and match. So after that, that's when you was like, okay, I just want strictly men.
Well, I still dibble and dabble, but yeah.
How do girls react to that? Because you know, a lot of girls be like, I don't want a bisexual man, but you also do drag.
It's 2021. Nobody cares. I mean, as far as like me, because I mean, I look good as both, so take me as I am.
So which one you like more?
I like men more. I do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can't get into why on Macy V-TV, but
You a mess.
Yeah.
So can you tell us your drag name for us?
My drag name is Sa'Riyah Bonèt Andrews, and I come from the House of Andrews and also the House of Bonèt.
So before they meet you, is that how your name came about?
Well, I first started off doing drag as Sa'Riyah Alexandra, and my name was spelled Syrria. So ugly. They used to call me Sa'Riyah and Sa'Riyah.
Siri.
Cerise, and I don't know, it was just crazy. So I was like, I like the name Sa'Riyah because, I mean, I feel like every drag queen has like an Aya in their last name, or like an I. Because I know so many people.
R-E.
Yeah, like an IA consecutive. Like I know a Uriah, Araya, Mirage, Yahari. Like it's so many. Like I don't know why we all got this. I don't know.
Unique.
Yeah. So I went through a couple of different last names, just searching through my drag families. I had a couple of different drag parents that weren't suitable for my professionalism. And, you know, I just was just like, you know, I'm on a whole different path. Like, I'm here, and you want to keep me here.
So
like,
you feel like that was holding you back?
Yes, like, I
Did you
just
think it
feel
was
like,
out of jealousy?
I do, honestly, because it would be like, oh, mama, like, do you like this bottle of water? Like, do you think it's cute? Because I feel like if I put it on this way, oh, girl, that's ugly. Damn. Like,
You ain't even see the vision.
Yeah, like, how about, okay, let's see how it will look. Like, it's not, it's just an instant, oh, girl, that's ugly. Like, oh, girl, you can't do that. Like, oh, girl, you shouldn't do that. Like, girl, that's crazy. Like, so, you know, just finding, and I found a drag mom. Her name is Sa'Riyah Bonèt Andrews. And she has not actually done drag since 2014. And she's coming out for the first time this December.
Hey, co-worker.
Well, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, I forgot. So, yeah. She's coming back out. I'm quite excited about it. And her mom is actually Trinity K. Bonet from Drag Race. So I'm really excited to possibly meet her in the future, you know.
So you guys are about to meet. Can you say the name one more time?
Sa'Riyah Bonèt Andrews.
Sa'Riyah Bonèt Andrews. Can we give her a round of applause, please? So we heard about the story of you saying you would have ate your friend up at the show.
That never happened.
So how long did it take for you to adapt to the drag world?
Well, I started doing drag December of 2018, and I took a long break the entire year of 2019, my whole like second year of college. I was just like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Everybody's so mean. Everybody's bad talking me. Everybody's calling me ugly. Everybody telling me I look like a man. Like, what's going on? Like, why can't I be like the other girls? Like, everybody telling me my dress is ugly. Everybody telling me just like, you know, all this negative stuff. So I just took like a whole break. I was just like, I'm not doing it anymore. And so my friends came to me and was like, that's the reason you took a break. And I was like, yeah. They were like, fuck them. Mm-hmm. Do what you want to do. They were like, you can go out there and wear a mustache if you want to. And if you feel like it's cute, yeah, they were like, if you feel like it's cute, then it's cute. So that's kind of how I got into the whole adaptivity of it. And so I would say it took me about 3 years. to get myself completely to where I am right now. And God is still working on me. He's not through.
So have you enjoyed your journey so far of discovering yourself?
I have, because it taught me to humble myself, because a lot of older girls are not humble at all, and you know, they got a lot of things handed to them, so it's just like, okay, I'm that girl, like, I can sew, I can make a garment, you can't sew, you can't make a garment, like, what can you do? And so I just feel like the entire journey as a whole humbled me, and it just taught me to like, okay, this is self-control in this department, like, this is being confident in this department, like, this is being helpful in this department, because it's not always great to be helpful to other people, because they're not helpful to you. And a lot of people don't have the same, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the same desires as you have. So like, a lot of people are doing it just for like, okay,
the cloud.
Yeah, like I can make a quick $200 on the show this week, and go home, have my phone bill paid. Like, and that's not why I'm doing it. Like, I've made, like, it's been nights where I've only made like $2, and I still didn't care. Like, I still wasn't like, oh, I'm not coming back. Like, I'm not doing this. Like, that motivated me to push harder, because now it's gotten to a point where if I'm standing on your stage, you're gonna tip me. You're going to tip me. I'm gonna look you straight in your eyes. Yeah, you're gonna tip me.
So what would you say is the highest paying rate that you had so far?
The highest paying rate I've had so far was at a nightclub called Splash Nightclub in the South area of Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
I always hear about that club.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all, the people in Splash are just like great. Nobody has to know each other. It's just like a big family vibe. Like Splash is a really fun club. I only performed on their stage once. I also have another show at Splash on Christmas Eve, so you know, y'all can come to that. But yeah, I would have to say I brought home at least $500 that night. And I only did one song.
That's my whole card.
So I could imagine what it would be like for the other entertainers, like London and like Sa'Riyah and like all of the people that are older, well, more trained than me that have been doing it for a while. Like they do 3 numbers. So I'm like, I know if I'm taking home like $300,
$500 for each.
Yeah.
That's over $1,000 on one night.
Over, and that's why most drag queens don't have real jobs. Like, I know maybe one that has a real job that's like a full-time drag queen, and then my old drag mom does not work anymore. My drag aunt does not work. They just sew and do drag, and they literally like have their house notes paid, their car notes paid, like just off of entertainment. And that's why I'm trying to be.
So how does that go? The drag mom, drag aunt. How do you put yourself in with that person?
Well, usually it's the person that puts you in drag for the first time. That's the supposed to be mom. But the way my journey went was I like to look at people and I like to say, okay, what can you bring to the table for me? Not also what I can bring to the table for you because I'm a child. But what can you give to me as the child? Like, so, and that's like my big thing with drag parents. And a lot of people get their drag parents and their gay parents mixed up. And those are 2 different teeter-tottering things. Because I have a set of both. Like, I have a drag mom and I have a gay mom.
Ooh, I got a good question for you. Do you think straight men can do drag?
No. Well, no. Me being like who I am, I know it took me a while to tap into the feminine part of drag.
Get comfortable.
Yeah, because I mean, anybody really can perform. I'm not gonna lie. Anybody can go out there and perform. So, I mean, maybe yes, kind of, sort of, in a way. But like to actually go out there and feel like, just like, sometimes I really run in the dressing room. I'm like, yo, I feel like a whole ass woman out there.
Yes.
Like, yeah, like, and you do songs, like, you have to be able to tap into like a whole different place in your mind. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes, especially when I do make it, I know when I do make it, I literally am never there. And I'll be like, I did that.
That's how you.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, I did that.
I do have a question for you. So I told somebody I was interviewing you this week, and they wanted me to ask you a question. It's like, I don't know, I guess some black women feel like y'all are mocking us in a way. Do you want to kind of speak on that and just say how you feel about it?
Well, I actually would love to speak on this. In the 19th century, women weren't allowed to do anything. Women were not allowed to vote. Women were not allowed to do, nothing. You had to hand to the man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you couldn't even work. So, in order to keep, theater going, they just made men play the women part, and they called them drag queens. Now, what we have done is taking the drag queen role and just gave it our own little flavor. We still perform and entertain, but it's not meant to be a mockery. It's actually meant to because we don't try to be women. Yeah.
So, since you brought up entertainment, I told you I had a little game for you.
Oh my gosh.
So DZ sent me some songs that he likes to lip sync, if you will sort of say. So I didn't tell him the game yet. So let me get the song first. Let me see which one I want to get. So what we're finna do is we're finna put you on the spot and see how good you can lip sync to a song without practicing. You just hear the song. This is the song that you sent me, so.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Baby, you don't make no mind. You act like you don't love me no more. Maybe you need space or some time. Your attitude is unpredictable. I don't wanna hear you unhappy.
So who are your favorite artists to lip sync to?
I can go anywhere from wow. I don't know. Whitney, of course. Obviously Whitney. Just because she also is one of those singers that goes into a different place when she sings. And so I do a lot of her lives. I like a lot of her lives. Tamia is also one. Deborah Cox. And last but not least, the Nicki Minaj, the Roman Lewinsky. That is my favorite.
So how long does it take you to figure out the song that you want to sing for that particular night? Because there's so many songs you can choose from. You have to think about the crowd's reaction, the one that you're passionate about singing. So how long does it take to figure out which song you're going to do?
Okay, so it's a very long process, y'all. It starts on a Wednesday at 8 o'clock when they tell me that my music is due at 9. And that's how, girl, whatever comes up, I be just scrolling. I never know, and I'm one that I always like to get ready the day of. I want to make sure I have all my ducks in a row the day of, because if I start too early, on Monday, I'm gonna be wait, shit, where are the awareness ones I had just bought? Where are them shoes at?
So you're a procrastinator?
Yes, but I do it purposely. It's on purpose. So I would say, honestly, for music, it takes me about a day to think about what I want to do, and it takes me another day to actually dig through my closet to see what I want to wear. And I'm okay, do I feel like being ghetto this week? But it also goes off of what I've been doing lately or what I'm trying to get accomplished. So honestly, or what I'm going through, because if I'm sad, you might catch me doing a gospel number or and I'm telling you, or it just drag is it's an art form of your life. So whatever you're going through, if you're feeling happy, you can go out there and do some happy shit. If you're feeling sad and you want to just emote on the floor, you can do that. And that's another reason why I like drag too. So I would say honestly, it really does take me about 2 days.
Have you ever put your emotions on the floor, a sad song when you're going through it? Have you
Girl,
ever just broke down?
Yeah, I did For Every Mountain. It's a gospel song. I did that maybe during the summer. And yeah, it was around the time of my grandmother's passing anniversary. And it's her favorite song. And I went out there and did that. And I was just look, I can't.
You left the
I was look, afterwards, that was one of the only shows where I was not even out of breath after the show. I was just damn, what the hell, damn, did I perform?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
So how much would you say everything from head to toe costs for you to do your drag show?
Well, this is 2 wigs on my head, and each wig was about $85. It just depends. Let's say a garment, I might go to this person to make a garment, and they'll charge me $250, or I go to this person and they'll only charge me $75. So, shoes. I go to a thrift store. I like to go thrifting for most of my stuff because I feel like if you look good in it, nobody gonna know where you get your shit from. So, yeah, I'm one that likes to ball on a budget. I'm not this extravagant girl that likes to go spend. I'm lying. I spend money on clothes.
You spend money, baby.
I do. But like all in all, for one show, I would say makeup not included, I at least need $250.
That's not bad.
Makeup included, at least $300.
That's still not bad. So how long does it usually take for you to get ready? Because you took about an hour.
Girl. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm one to do my makeup up until I get out, like on the stage. So it's literally times when they're like introducing Sa'Riyah, and I'm like, give me a second. Like, so as far as like full face, pads on, like hair done, I would say about from 6 o'clock to 10:30. So that whole time span will be just me getting ready, me prepping myself, me prepping my skin, just a lot of stuff. Me shaving, I hate it. I miss my chin hair. I like my chin hair, but guess what? Chin hair doesn't make money.
And that just gave me another question. So do you find people treating you different when you're Dion versus Sa'Riyah?
No, I wouldn't say so. Not anymore. Like when I first started and I was kind of like not the cutest at it, I guess so, but I no longer hang out with those friends because you have to respect my process. So the people that I surround myself with now, like it's just a lot of positive energy. Like I have friends that come up almost every one of my shows. I have friends that every time I call them and I'm like, girl, I gotta, she like, all right, cool. Like, yeah, like, you know, I'm in a relationship. He's great as well. He comes to every single show. I don't think he's missed a show. If I go to New Orleans, he's right behind me in New Orleans. If I'm going to Texas, he's right behind me in Texas. It's not been one time where I think he missed a show. Except maybe like twice. But I mean, who's counting?
So to wrap up this segment, first, is there anything you want to say that I did not touch base on?
I don't know.
Oh, look at me being a good host.
I think we covered a lot of stuff. I will say this though, it's quite harder for black girls versus the white black queens. And I say that because, for one, it's really easier most of the time for white people to make themselves look like women. Only because their features are much softer than ours. So like a lot of people, which I don't know why this is a stigma either, like a lot of people just feel like whenever, oh, she only dressing up because she want to go stand on a plane. Damn, like why gotta be, yeah, like why gotta be like that? Like, and I'm not gonna lie, like I had to explain it to my mom too, because that was like instantly where I feel like her mind was gonna go. So I'm like, look, girl, I entertain like an audience, like I entertain a crowd, like I'm something that people actually pay to see, like, and they pay me too. Not only do they pay to see me, but they pay me as well.
They pay at the door and pay
yes, they pay at the door. And right. So, you know, like, it's just not all about, like, every single, like, black gay boy doesn't want to dress like a girl to, either mock a girl or, like, be a prostitute or, like, just, it's more to it than that. Yeah, it's more to it than that.
So have you ever got physically hurt for being yourself?
I have not, because guess why? I carry a big gallon of bear mace, and I carry a pistol. You can try me if you want to.
Well, thank you for coming on my show.
Thank you for having me.
So the final question is there any advice you would like to give the drag girlies or anyone that's, you know, still in the closet that, you know, inspires to be a drag queen?
Don't be afraid. I feel like I sound like everybody. Don't be afraid to be yourself. But
sound like an Instagram.
Yes, I hate it. No, seriously. Just aside from don't be afraid to be yourself, don't forget who you are. So whenever you do decide, okay, I'm comfortable with this, okay, I'm happy in my career, I'm happy with this, but don't forget like where you started. Don't forget who helped you. Don't forget what helped you. Don't forget the struggles that you had to go through. Most of all, because I feel like whenever we get set in things, we tend to forget where we come from. And that's like a big no-no. Like I feel like we gotta Because guess what? God put you up there, He could knock
Take you
right
down.
back down.
And you have to start all over.
Yeah, that's true. And so that would be my advice to the younger people. Whenever you do decide to fully go forward and fully make it, and like you get to a point where you're just comfortable in yourself, just don't forget where you come from.
I'm gonna give you a hug, even though you ate me up today with your look.
my God.
It's good.
Okay.
I'm gonna wash the shirt anyway. I should have probably given you this souvenir. Yeah, it's a souvenir. Thank you everyone for watching Macy V-TV. Make sure you continue to watch every video on my IGTV series and YouTube, and we will see you next time.